Let us see glycocalyx in detail. First of all, that is an outer covering layer. It is basically present outside the cell wall. That is the covering, so it will always be present outside the cell wall. We are talking here about the bacteria. It is basically present outside the cell wall, and it is the outermost covering layer, and it is basically present in some bacteria, not all. It is present in some bacteria, and generally it is made, if we talk about generally, it is made up of polysaccharide, because as we have discussed that glyco means carbohydrate and all that, so that is why it is made up of polysaccharide. But protein is also present. It does not mean that only it is made up of polysaccharides, but it is also made up of protein. Like protein is also present here. Then it basically, as I said, it basically exists in two forms. Okay, first is capsule and second is slime. Let us discuss the difference between these both. They both are like attached with the glycocalyx. First is capsule, that are basically tightly attached with the cell wall, but these are loosely attached with the cell wall, like they are having gap between them, so they are tightly attached with the cell wall and they are loosely attached with the cell wall. They are present in the condensed form. Condensed form means like tightly linked with the cell wall, but opposite of this, it is a non-condensed form. Okay, then if you talk about its nature, this property, that is gummy, or we can say sticky in nature. Opposite of it, it is slippery in nature. Okay, so basically it exists in two forms. Glycocalyx sometimes exists in capsule and sometimes it exists as a slime. So these are the difference between the capsule and slime. Now talking about the function of glycocalyx. Function of glycocalyx, first of all, talking about the slime, that is basically it prevents the phagocytosis process, that is basically done by the cell of the immune system, that are macrophages. Macrophages are basically, the phagocytosis is a process in which macrophages engulf bacteria. These are the cell of immune system. Macrophages are the cell of immune system, that is the macrophages. It basically engulf bacteria, and due to the slippery nature, as slime is the slippery nature, due to its slippery nature, they can't engulf, the macrophages cannot engulf the bacteria. So that is why here it prevents from the phagocytosis. Like phagocytosis process cannot occur because of the slippery nature, so that is why the slime, it prevents from the phagocytosis. Another point is like glycocalyx with the slime are more pathogenic. They are like more, as they are in a like slippery in nature, so they are loosely attached with the cell wall, so they are like more pathogenic. And if we talk about the function of capsule, they basically helps in adhesion of inner surface. As we know, what is the difference between cohesion and adhesion? Capsule basically helps in the adhesion of the inner surface. Like adhesion means the dissimilar, like something is dissimilar in nature, and cohesion is basically in the similar. For example, like anther, This is the anther of one flower, and this is the anther of second flower. Here it is stigma is present between them. Here is another anther, here is another. They are not like combined, they are from another flower, so they are dissimilar. That is means bonding dissimilarly. And that if we talk about cohesion, like this is an flower, here the anther, the attachment of anther are in the similar flower, so that is the cohesion. So it basically, the capsule helps in the adhesion of an inert surface. Another point, that the population of bacteria combined together, that is known as biofilm. Like that is another bacteria, that is another. These are different bacteria. When they combine together, they are known as biofilm. They combine to form a biofilm. So that were the functions of glycocalyx.